creativity. Weekly Art Factory.
Hi, welcome back to another At Home with Art Factory. Today I've got my wonderful helper with me and we're going to be doing a couple of great activities. So in your box you don't have too many things left in there. What we are going to take out right away is this pack here. We're going to want, not the googly eyes, but we want you to take out your ice cream shaped thing that's black, and we want you to take out your scratchy plastic piece there and put the rest aside for the moment. So that's it. Not the googly eyes, leave the googly eyes where they are. Oh, and take this as well. Put that aside, your small piece of magnetic strip. Okay, so pop that aside, pop that aside. I've got mine too. They're different shapes, some of them are different designs of ice cream to others, but if you didn't guess it already, I've got my little black bit, you've got yours, you've got your scratcher. If you haven't guessed it already, the black side here is scratchable. So you're going to be able to put a design onto the black side and get a wicked magnet that you'll be able to stick on and stick it on a radiator, although it might melt on a radiator. Put it on the fridge, something magnetic, anything magnetic. If for any reason you don't do scratching that you're happy and proud with, you can flip it over and colour it in with the pens that you've got attached in the pack and put the magnet on the other side, on the black side, and you can have a magnet that is coloured in beautifully. So don't panic or dismay if your scratching doesn't go according to plan. I'm going to change the angle of the camera so you can see from above exactly how I'm doing my scratching and exactly how you're doing yours, because I've got high hopes for them. Here we go. So, got a magnet, little piece there. Got our work for scratching. Now I'm just going to very carefully start with my cone. So I'm going to draw a line across where the top of this cone would finish, just scratching away. It's got this great colour fade underneath, multicoloured stuff going on underneath. And then the cone has got a crisscross going through it, so I can do lines coming down. They'll be slightly closer together at the bottom of this. You've got to be careful to go back over the line you first did if you've tried it and hasn't scratched. Got to press nice and hard. They're getting slightly further apart as they go up. Okay, that's one direction. Then I'm going to flip it around and go the other direction. That's a good scratchy line. How's yours coming along? Let's have a little look. Nice, doing a line straight across it, are you? Okay. And I can look at, get a little bit of curve in this. Oh, this top flaky bit, crumbly like a flake. Crumbles in, wavy, scratchy lines there. Okay. So is yours going to be a fab lolly?
Yep.
Okay, so that splits into 3, doesn't it? And then I put a few more of the lines of this ice cream that come in. This would curve round a bit. I'm going to take too much away there, but I don't really want it too black an ice cream. Maybe I'll get some more texture in there like that. I have seen black ice cream before. Don't know how they make it black. Maybe charcoal. Could maybe make a drip down the cone. Flip it round to the other side. This has got a flatter side to it than the one I've been scratching with. This has got a flat bit. Can maybe scratch a drip out with that. Or a few drips. Delicious. The ice cream is getting there. Scratch, scratch. Does that work with yours for your sprinkles? Yeah, probably better to do it that way. Yeah. And show the movement of the ice cream, the way it curls round with little strokes.
Thank you.
Okay. The more that comes off, the lighter and brighter it becomes.
I feel like the sprinkles are all going to be blue.
Sprinkles all going to be blue, maybe.
It's not green.
There'll be a bit of a fade into the green. Just take it slowly and carefully.
Bit of a sprinkle there.
Fat sprinkle, that's okay. Have a go.
Yep.
And then what you're going to do is this bottom section all going to be coloured in, scratched off. Bring it closer here, yeah, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
wooden, if you want to do wooden, it would look, if this was your stick in big, the wooden, and this is the lolly that comes down off of that.
Yep.
The wood, generally, if you want to draw wood, you draw the middle part. That's like the pattern of wood, generally. If you want to try that, you're welcome to. Good stuff. Okay, I hope you guys have got good results with yours too. I'm quite happy with mine. I think I might have over scratched it a tiny bit, if I'm honest with myself. Maybe less is more. You've got to try and hold back. Take a step back from it as you're scratching. Okay, so now I'm happy with this and you're happy with yours. We're going to stick our magnets on. Let's just show you how to do that really quickly. We'll put this down here. We tip it up, flip it upside down, peel off the back of your magnet. Stick it on there, and we're ready to put it on the fridge. Simple as that. Ready to make it happen. Okay, I hope you guys got really great results with your scratch magnets, and they look fantastic on your fridge. And we are very happy with our ones here. We're going to do the next part of the activity now, and what that involves is some fingerprint art. So what you're going to grab is the pens out of your pack. I'm going to use these pens, so pop them on the side. We've got our pens that we're going to be using for the ink, and we've got a biro that we're going to be doing detail over the top with. Last thing that we need is either baby wipes or a sponge that's got a little bit of wetness in it. When you squeeze it, you get a slightly damp hand. So I've just wet it and then squeezed all the water out of it at the sink. And now it's just a tiny bit damp. If you ask a grown-up for a damp sponge, they'll be able to help you out if you're not able to do that. You don't want it soaking wet though. Okay, so once you've got your damp sponge, it means that just before you do your fingerprint, you're going to wet your thumb ever so slightly. You don't want to lick it because you don't want to pick up any of the ink in your mouth. So make sure you've just got a damp sponge or cloth. Okay, and then we're going to get going. I'm going to choose a colour. This red one, for example, is a nice one to get started with. You can do the same with me if you like, madam. Choose a colour, any one. Okay, blue's fine. And then I'm going to just draw a small, well, not a small, a thumb-sized splodge. And that's what I'm going to use to pick up the ink. So if you've got an ink pad or set of ink pads at home, you're welcome to use those instead of the pens for this bit right now. I quite like the scribbling part. So make my thumb a tiny bit damp. I'm going to pick up this ink. And then I'm going to do a nice fingerprint splodge. Don't move it around too much, just press it down nice and hard and firmly. And you'll see your fingerprint in there, your completely unique fingerprint. We're going to wait for that to dry because we wet our thumb a tiny bit. We'll just wait a few seconds for that to dry. I'm going to do a few more fingerprints over here. This time, I'm going to do them like a flower. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 petals going round. I'll show you how I would do that. Get my ink down. Do a bit of a bigger area if I'm going to do a few fingerprints. Okay. Wet that thumb. Pick some up. How is yours? Oh, you've done 3 there together. That looks like a cute little bear. Okay, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. Make sure that thumb stays a little tiny bit damp. 4. Dab that thumb. Dab it in this ink here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it looks like I'm going to have 7 going around mine. 6. 7, that's okay. I've got a cute flower there. Okay, if you were to do it with another colour, for example the black, you could draw yourself with a damp thumb. And a little splodge there. Put that one up there, leave that to dry for a minute. Black fingerprint splodge. Wait a minute for him to dry. We can start putting in some pen detail into some of these fingerprints and see what they turn into. So I'll do another. Oh, you've got an orange one there. Should we show them what we could turn the orange one into quickly? A bit closer here. There's a nice orange fingerprint. We can turn him into a little fish. Okay, so this grey guy over here, put 2 little lines in here. You've got a cute little spider. Give him some little movement marks. You've got a spider dropping down there. It's kind of sweet. And you could have a sweet little face in the middle of your flower there. You can always do extra little details if you fancy on top of those fingerprints. You're just using them as a nice sort of base shape, an egg shape that you can get started with. These curves in the middle here. Go all the way around there. Okay, let's draw a few more. Okay, so I'm going to take some of my orange and mix the red there. Don't forget to make that finger damp first of all before you colour. What have you got going on over here? Let's see what you're doing with this one. And I will do a fingerprint of there. It's quite a light orange. Maybe I'll take a little bit of the red to go on top of that. Print there. Makes it a little bit browny. How would I make it a bit browny? Less yellow. That's more of a golden gold fishy colour there. What happens when the red mixes with that yellowy? I reckon we'll get. Put one sideways here. And I'm going to put one going up here. And we'll see what he becomes when he's dry. Let's go for a bit of green. Do a nice green scribble. Get my thumb a bit wet. Make sure I've got the colour from the other things off. Pick that up. You got a green splodge there too?
Yep.
I'll do one more green splodge over here. I've got another idea for a green one. There we go. That's a funny shaped splodge. Let's try that one again. If it doesn't quite work out for you, just try again. There we go. Great. Okay, let's do a little bit of drawing over the top of some of these shapes. What have we got? Let me have a look at this one here. We've got a very sweet little mouse here. How cute is that mouse? And we've got a cat, all just coming from one lump. I think I might even make a cat out of 2 lumps, a bit like I'm going to make this guy now. This fella is going to be funny fox. And put his tail up like that. Fox's tail is very puffy at the top there, with a zigzag line in the end of his tail. Give him some little legs. This one at the back is a bit smaller. Another one there. One behind it is a bit smaller. Taking out there, and then he'd have his nose from about here, curling up. Little bobble on his nose, cute little bobble. Sweet little smile there. More fox. Make his tail wag. I like these little movement lines. Make them look even cuter. And this texture in the fingerprint makes it look really great. Maybe I'll make his eyeballs just a little bit heavier. He's looking there. That's a sweet little fella. Right, now this golden one I think I'm going to turn into a fish. Yeah. Got a tail on the end there. Give him a little fin up there. Smile down there. Split up his head there. A little smile. And I guess behind here we can have some scales. There we go. Again. Swimming tail. What have you done over here? Oh, a turtle. He's cute. I like this turtle you've done with a smiley face. Like that. I think I might have a go at colouring in my own one over here. This one. What can he be? This one here, I think I'm going to give him slightly longer legs and bird-like feet. I wonder if you can see what it is. And I'll give him...
I'm gonna do the cat.
Okay, let's see the cat. If you like, you can add a little bit of colouring on the top of that. Okay, what other colours might be nice to do? I'm going to try a nice light blue one now. That's very light blue. Maybe I'll try a bit of a dark blue mixed in with it just at the outside. Once you've coloured it onto this plastic, it stays wet. Once you've got a damp thumb, don't forget to keep tapping your thumb on that sponge so that the ink gets all nice and ready to go. Okay, here I'm going to do this little piece here. Nice thumbprint splodge there, and I'm going to do a smaller one above it. So just the tip of my thumb there. Got a long one and a small one. Can you guess what it's going to be yet? Give it a cute tail feather again, a bit like this chick that we did here. Give him a tail feather and give him a wing, an eye, and a wing. Just add in a tiny bit of colour there on his beak. Why not? It's this sweet little duck. Like him. Alright, this green splodge here. If I just make another splodge, I think I'm going to make one more splodge above that green one. Can I use a bit of that? Like that. I've got a double green splodge. Big one and a smaller one. Can you see what that might be? I'm going to start with 2 ovals up here. 2 little nostrils. Big wide grin. Same on the other side. Big frog leg, little big frog feet, I should say. Then his front hands come down. You got yourself ribbit, ribbit. Cute froggy, like that. Maybe I'll touch up the top of his eyes with a little bit of this green pen. Don't be afraid to do a little bit of colouring too. Could even give him a lily pad. Good looking little froggy and a cute duck and fox and chick and fish and flower. Gonna get some pink here, some nice bright pink. I'm gonna go over the area I was doing a bit of red before. Pick them both up, wet my thumb. So mixing the colours up on the palette on the piece of plastic with your thumb, you can get some really interesting colours. And what I've got here is really making me think. I think you've ruined it. You can do it again. It's okay. We're experimenting. We don't have one finished final piece of work for this. It's more just a case of having a play, learning some different ideas, how you can make things. You might have done fingerprint pictures before, but hopefully none of them as fantastic and super cute and cool at the same time as these ones. I'm pretty pleased with that little feather there too. Little piggy. Off to market. Okay. Which ones might you guys try yourselves? I'm hoping that you're going to try brand new ones of your own that you've never tried before. Invent your own ones. Let's get a clean sheet of paper and I'm going to make some more. so I'm going to do one last character for you, and then you guys are going to get on and do some of your own. And I hope you guys carry on sending me pictures of the things that you've been creating in these sessions, and the fingerprint pictures that you guys have managed to create for yourselves would be great to add to that. So I'm colouring my purple. I'm going to get a slightly wet thumb to make sure it picks up that colour, and I'm going to press straight down and roll my thumb forwards so it makes it nice and tall, and then I'm going to have one that goes sideways above it. So one long tall one and one sideways one, and then onto that, first I'm going to add these. Might give you a clue as to what it's going to be. So I'm in the middle of it there too. A couple of these. Little sniffy nose and a happy mouth. Whiskers. Whisk them away. And some big, strong legs for jumping with. Not a frog, but a rabbit. And he's got front legs that come down, support him like that.
Finish.
He's a rather sweet little rabbit. And what have you got here? Your last one here that you've done. Oh, great little monkey, gorilla face. And I like the pink ears that you've given him too. Makes me want to give my rabbit a little bit of a pink bit in the middle there. It's lovely to add little bits of colour to your pictures that you've done with your fingerprints. There's loads of them that we've done. I hope you guys do some amazing ones too. And I look forward to seeing them. Hope you guys do brilliant pictures of your own. And I look forward to seeing you next time for another amazing edition of At Home with Art Factory. Hope you've enjoyed today's activities. You've got a fantastic magnet and you've got some fantastic fingerprint pictures. Hope to see you again soon. Thanks again for watching. Take care.